Good day everyone, Steve here from the SA Judo Academy. I'm just going to run you through a real quick video today about tying up your judo belt. Now, typically when most people come to judo, we teach them the simplest way to tie up their belt, because when you're a beginner, there's already enough things to be worrying about than how to tie up your belt. What that ends up meaning sometimes is you can become quite an experienced player and you're still tying up your belt in a way that basically doesn't look very good. And doesn't tend to stay up as well. So I'm going to begin with showing the way that most of us tended to have learned from the beginning, and then there's 1,000 ways to tie a belt and lots of them are good. I'm just going to show the way that I like to tie it. So typically how we get taught to tie our belt is we cross our gi over, we keep it in the middle, we go all the way around. When we get back to the front, we do one knot to tie it together, and then we do another knot in front. Now, that's okay, and it will do the job. It's just not very tidy. So you can start to see it doesn't sit right here, and on the back here, it's crossed over. Some people it doesn't bother, but for me, when I see a high grade and their belt's tied up like that, it just makes me want to cry, okay? The other thing about tying up your belt like this is it'll come undone super easily when it's tied up like that. For some people, they don't mind that, they want the rest. But for me, I like it nice and tight so it doesn't come undone. So I'm going to show you the way I do it, okay? So to begin with, I hold my belt like this, and hold it with my left hand, and I'm going to pin it to my left hip, okay? Like this. I'm going to swing the belt the whole way around, and I'm going to do a full lap so that I end up back to the start here. So now what I've got is the entire way the belt is on top of itself, okay? I swing it around a little bit, so I've got this bit here, just hanging over my right hip, and now I'm going to just pull this little bottom bit out here. Now I'm going to do one knot to tie it all together. Now what that's given me is effectively the same position as I was at when I did the first knot of the original tie, but everything here is really nice, okay? I could just do another knot here, and a little trick for competitors, when I was competing, if I knew that I didn't have much of a gas tank, I would do a knot like this, because it'll come undone about 2 minutes in. But if I really backed my fitness and I didn't want it to come undone, this is what I do. I take this belt here, and I stick it between the two layers here. And I make sure that it's on top of this bit, not underneath it, okay? I take this one here, and you can see it already wants to fold the way that I want it to go because I've done it so many times. I don't just jam it through, because if I do, it looks really messy. So when I come through, it's like horrible. So as I come up, I don't just come up, I come up, and then I turn it over to here. And now I've got a nice neat knot there on top. Okay? So you can re-watch that over and over if you want. Again, I'm not telling you this is the only way to do it. Oh, one other really important thing. When you turn around, it's now nice and flat here. So when I got taught this, I was well and truly a black belt when someone showed me how to do this, and I felt a bit silly retying my belt. What I recommend you do, while you've got stacks of time at home, practice it at home. But otherwise, do it. I would always do it at the start of the class when I wasn't in a rush, and then when I was doing my sparring, my randori, and all that sort of stuff, I'll just do it my normal way, so I wasn't too kind of flustered. But then over time, this just became my normal way. So hopefully you liked it. If you didn't like it, check out one of the other 3,000 videos on how to tie a judo belt.